Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And what a day it is. Scooby's book, excerpts of it are dropping. They started dropping just as I was preparing the readings for today. So I've had a bit of a scramble and a rethink, but I'm sticking with the first reading that I want to do today. It's a reading on the Invictus Games. So we're going to get through that one first before we look at Scooby's book. And for this reading, I have the Knights Templar Tarot on the tarot table. It's a sort of military tarot deck. I do have a better military style tarot deck, the Zombie Tarot, but it's a bit too gritty for the algorithm, for the machine, for YouTube at the moment with the things that are going on with YouTube. So we'll stick with the Knights Templar Tarot for now, and we're going to look at the story that's popped up that the Invictus Games is in chaos. The games that's being held in Vancouver and Whistler in February of 2025. And now it's been thrown into chaos because two of the top guys have been summarily sacked from the Invictus Games. That's the CEO and the Chief Commercial Officer, both without any explanation removed. They are both stunned, and we hear reports from insiders that the staff morale at the Invictus Games is at an all-time low, and that the event is over budget despite a $30 million grant. I think it's from the Canadian government, that $30 million grant. Wasn't clear in the article that appeared in the Daily Mail. Insiders telling all. Insiders carry on to say that there are concerns that the Sussex's security and other costs may put a strain on game finances if Invictus 2025 has to pick up the bill. So there is trouble in paradise, certainly trouble for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle if they are costing the Invictus Games an arm and a very skinny leg. So we're going to have a look at this quickly. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to look at staff morale. We're going to look at finances. We have looked at this periodically, wondering how long Harry can cling on, and Meghan by his side, to the Invictus Games, because they do seem to be bringing the games into some degree of disrepute, especially with her prancing along and handing over awards to people and elbowing everyone else out the way. It didn't look good. She did tone the cost of her wardrobe down in Dusseldorf compared with the previous year in the Netherlands, but still not a good look to have her prancing around all over the place. Got absolutely nothing to do with it. And I can understand that people are feeling aggrieved and people are feeling concerned if they're having to pay for hotel, very expensive hotel Harry and Meghan stayed in Dusseldorf, very expensive security, flights, everything. It must be costing a fortune. So that's what we're going to look at. Look at staff morale, look at money. Why were these two men suddenly removed? Did it have anything to do with Harry and Meghan? Are Harry and Meghan a financial drain on the Invictus Games, and how are they viewed by staff, by everyday kind of staff, not the people necessarily who have just been removed? And then our outcome, we're going to look at Harry and Meghan and their ongoing relationship with the Invictus Games, and the Invictus Games itself. How long is it going to be able to last in its current form? As I said, I have looked at all of this before, and it always looks as if they need Harry as a figurehead. I always get that kind of answer, that even though there might be some concerns around costs and using it, exploiting it for his own purposes, Netflix documentary and all the rest of it, they seem to think that they need him as a figurehead, but maybe they don't. If they've got rid of these two, maybe they're going to get rid of Harry. So we're going to have a look at all of this with the Knights Templar Tarot. One more shuffle, and let's remind you, popping, jumping, Five of Pentacles. That's the poverty card. So it's shown itself. Even if we don't see it in the actual reading, we've seen it very clearly here in the shuffle. Let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. Based on a Daily Mail article in this case, and I just read energy here, of course. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it, form your own opinion about what's going on at the Invictus Games right now. Let's see what the Knights Templar Tarot wants to tell us. We've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. There is definitely trouble here. People feeling stuck, trapped, feeling like they need to get out of a very difficult situation, that they need to liberate themselves from a situation. It almost gives me the idea that these two who claim to know nothing at all and be so surprised might actually want out. Strange energy that's coming from that card, because it's the 8 of Swords in reverse is wanting out of a situation. So somebody around wanted out or wants out of a situation that they feel very stuck in. And they're needing to have a new vision, a new think. I did look at this a while ago. I'm sorry I don't off the top of my head know the number of the reading. But if you go back in the Royals playlist, there was a reading that I did that saw that ideally they would like Prince William or the King as their figurehead. The Invictus Games, that's the person, or those are the people that they would really like to represent them, to be their public face, not Harry. So that was an interesting reading. But anyway, here we've got trouble. We've got trouble and a need for a new vision, a need for a whole new take on the situation, really. 8 of Swords is about vision, really, and seeing things from a different perspective. So the actual situation that we're dealing with right now, we're dealing with the 9 of Cups in reverse, tremendous disappointment. And I have to say, the 9 of Cups is the lush card, living large, living extravagantly, overindulgent, staying in the most expensive suite in the most luxurious hotel, for instance. That kind of energy, and it has to stop. There is a sense with that card that's in the reverse that they can't carry on sustaining this level of display, consumption, excess. It's a card of excess, the 9 of Cups, and it's in reverse. We have to stop this. We can't afford it. We can't be used like this. I'm just reading energy here. This is the energy that's coming through for me as a tarot reader. So we're going to sprinkle this with allegedlys and speculation. But I'm speculating that this is what people are saying amongst themselves. If we're talking about staff morale being at an all-time low and insiders telling the Daily Mail this kind of thing, then this is the energy that I am reading in that 9 of Cups in reverse. So tell me about the staff morale. How are they feeling right now? And we've got the Moon in reverse. The Moon is a card of doubt and fear, suspicion, worry, anxiety, can be mental issues. But when the card is upright, you are confused, you don't know what to do, you can't see clearly. When the card is in the reverse, you begin to see clearly, and people might, it's very much a whistleblowing card, the Moon in reverse, because secrets come out. Things that have been whispered about, gnawed over and fretted over and worried over, those things start to come to the surface. People start to talk about them. The Moon represents the people as well. So the people, the little people, you and me, and whoever's working at Invictus Games because they believe in the cause, those people are starting to see the truth of situations. They've been afraid. They've been afraid of speaking out, but now for some reason they feel that they need to speak out. It's a big card. It's Major Arcana. Interesting card to show up there. I'm feeling anxious as I read the energy of that card, and they would be feeling anxious. Of course, if they are going to the press. Again, I'm speculating, but it's talking about insiders. So somebody has decided to speak out against something that they think is wrong. What's the financial situation at the Invictus Games? Are they in big trouble financially? We did see the 5 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. That's the 10 of Swords. It's the 10 of Swords in reverse. It's ruin. Rock bottom, the 10 of Swords. In reverse, it's We have a terrible problem here and we need to fix it. Can we please fix it? But it has really got into very serious trouble. Such serious trouble that somebody has had to fall on his sword. Two somebodies possibly have had to fall on their swords because of this 10 of Swords. It literally means somebody who is destroyed, who's ruined very publicly, often with the 10 of Swords. It can't go on like this. It has to end and you are out. You are finished. You are done. So it's in trouble. This organization is definitely in trouble according to the energy of these cards. Let's have a look at these two men. Why have they been removed from, I assume, the board or from the leadership? We've got 3 of Wands. That's the hope and optimism card, waiting for better days. It needs to grow, it needs to expand, it needs to do better. And there's possibly the feeling, it's not terrible at all, the 3 of Wands, but there's possibly the feeling that they aren't the right people to take this forward and to grow the organization in the right direction. 3 of Wands, when you're looking at a business, enterprise, or a charity like the Invictus Games, sorry, it's not a business. It needs vision, and we have the vision card underlying this, 8 of Swords in reverse. It needs new ideas, it needs new vision, it needs somebody who can spread the message further than it's being spread right now. So they may be a little bit parochial, maybe it's a bit of an old boys club, maybe it's something that needs to stop, and they need new blood and they need new connections, new enthusiasm. Did it have anything to do with their connections, their relationship with Harry and Meghan? Just asking the cards out of curiosity, speculating here. We got the Chariot. The Chariot is ambition, is drive, is motivation for something. The driving energy, the driving mind behind something. So I think that they were, to some extent, manifesting what Harry wanted. It's interesting with the Chariot card, you get somebody who's in the driving seat, and then you have 2 horses or lions or whatever, depending on which tarot you're using. So you have the 2 who have been, this is my interpretation of the card, the Chariot. You have the 2 who are subservient, the 2 men who have now been removed, who are subservient to the driving energy of Prince Harry, who to me is this figure in the Chariot who's driving them forward. So they're manifestations of his will. And so, yes, it's a long way around to say, for me, reading this energy, reading these cards, I certainly see in the energy of this reading that they represented Prince Harry's perspective, that they were pretty much, he was whipping them on and saying, this is what you need to do for me. And this is not how you serve an organization, how you serve a charitable foundation. You serve the foundation, not Prince Harry. Again, my opinion. So let's look at Harry and Meghan now and see, are they a financial drain? Their security, their travel arrangements, their hotel, her wardrobe, her hair and makeup. She was very insistent that we all knew that she did her own hair and makeup in Dusseldorf. So let's see, are they a financial drain on the Invictus Games? We got the 9 of Pentacles. That's a big money card, the 9 of Pentacles. It's the card of wanting the good things in life, and normally it means you can afford the good things in life yourself. You are self-sufficient, you are independently wealthy, the 9 of Pentacles. But it's telling me that they're looking at it, and again, this is my opinion, that they're looking at it as it's ripe for the plucking, the Invictus Games. The way that he is holding that lemon, looks like to me, and oh, here is a tree full of lemons. I can pluck a lemon whenever I feel like it. It's abundant and I can just help myself. That's the energy that's coming off that 9 of Pentacles, bearing in mind that we have the 9 of Cups in reverse at the head of this reading as the issue that we are reading on. Issue being overindulgence, excess, being spoiled. 9 of Cups in reverse, and it's confirming this for me, that they are spending big. that they're feeling that they can just help themselves whenever, dig into the coffers and, oh, I need whatever outfit or hotel, and here it comes, Invictus will pay. They were supposed to get money, as I understand it, from Netflix. Not sure if they ever did. Just by the way, just pointing that out. So, how do people feel about Harry and Meghan? The you and me's, the people, not the CEO and the CCO. Ace of Swords in reverse. Want them out. Ace of Swords in reverse, want them out. It's a cutting energy, it's a getting rid energy, it's a surgeon's scalpel, surgical instrument kind of a card and energy. Cut out, get rid. There is always with swords in the reverse, there is some sense of not knowing the truth, not being told the truth, not being wise, not being smart, not being honest. So there is some hint of stuff that might not be entirely above board. And we have the Moon card lurking there, up there. I kept being drawn to this because this energy is quite different to this energy. It suits this energy here, you can see. Same robe, upside down, darkness, wanting to get out of a situation that's extremely difficult, that is confusing, not necessarily the truth. The Moon is about secrets, it's about things that are hidden, things that people don't want exposed to the light. And so here they want them out, quite simply. Ace of Swords in reverse. Get rid of them, then we can start again. We can start again in a clear way with clear leadership. We all know where we stand. We know what's going on. We have people in position who are serving the foundation and not the man. Quite a different sort of energy. So tell us about outcome for Harry and Meghan of this interesting situation that has developed just very recently. He's out. King of Pentacles in reverse. He's going to get the heave-ho. I think this, there he is with the red beard. The King of Pentacles, that has been Earth sign King. He's in reverse. He's going to be toppled from his throne. I'd be surprised if we see him in Vancouver. We might get one last hurrah in Vancouver and Whistler. Because it's already being planned and they have friends in high places in Canada, so it'd be difficult to boot them. But I think if the Invictus Games is going to continue, without Harry, and I think that decision has been made, and perhaps this is the first ones to fall on their swords, 10 of Swords there, and has been is next. So good luck with that. Harry's about to lose probably the most important thing in his life in the next, maybe soon, but certainly around the time of the Invictus Games in Canada. Just over a year, probably about 14 months' time. They better make hay while the sun shines. How about the games themselves? Are they going to carry on? They're going to survive this? Doesn't look like it. Ace of Pentacles. That's a no. That's literally a no. Ace in reverse is a no. It's the Ace of Pentacles, which is the long, stable journey on, going to prosper over time. You're going to grow and flourish, and you're going to be around forever. If you want a sign of longevity, you want the Ace of Pentacles upright. It means you're on very solid footing, firm foundation. This journey is going to go on and on and on in an abundant, profitable, healthy and positive way, well supported way. The card is in the reverse. It's not going to survive. So Harry, congratulations, you have destroyed the Invictus Games according to these cards that I am reading here. Of course, just a tarot reader, just reading for fun and entertainment, just my opinion. But there is an ending here, and it's not a happy ending. It's a very sad and difficult ending, and an organization that was set up ostensibly for the benefit of wounded veterans, but really to promote Harry and give him something to do, in my opinion and many other people's opinions, has now been trashed by 2 grifters off to see the world. I'm feeling rather incensed, as you might have gathered. We're going to move on to Omid's book in the next reading. I hope you join me over there. Thank you for being here.